So for a while, I've been messing around with the idea of getting like free energy, and initially I found this emergency radio. And the trouble is, it's kind of big, and it's got like a little solar panel on the top, but it's not really enough to collect solar energy. You can wind it up, and that's in some ways more effective. So if you're in the woods or something, this is actually the thing you want: is this emergency radio. I was at Giant Tiger, and I found this sort of like solar light strip thing. And originally, I thought I'd just get out the solar panel and do something with the solar panel. But then I thought about it, and in a way, it's already got the battery and the solar panel together. So it's definitely not the most beautiful product, but it is like 450. And unfortunately, I had other things to do, so I never got back to this. But I wanted to cut off all those lights and see what the output voltage was, and see what I needed to do to get it into a condition where it could be used as a USB power source. So in a way, that could have solved the problem. So I go to Facebook Marketplace and it starts to give me things that I'd be kind of interested in. And I noticed that somebody's selling this $10 USB solar thing. And I asked him, where is he? It turns out that he's like 10 buildings from me. So I had it home about 20 minutes after starting the conversation. So there's this sort of weird pattern inside the solar cells, which I thought was just dirt on the plastic coating. But if it works, I'm not really too concerned about that. It's quite thin, but again, that isn't really a problem. So my first test was to hook in this little light thing I put together. Actually, that came from Dollarama. It's inside a bottle, and I made it so I could run it off USB, but it used to have like a little battery in there. But you can see that this is in the not in direct sunlight. There is some power that's getting to this already, so you can see there's a level of it working. So in non-direct sunlight, it was getting 4.9 volts, which is pretty close to the 5 volts you expect for USB. And I was just checking to see if it's going to do anything dangerous to my hardware. The sunlight in that window is kind of late afternoonish, so I might not be a great candidate for doing this. So a bit later in direct sun illumination, although there's a little bit of clouds, I was getting 5.3 volts, which is again within a pretty USB normal kind of voltage. So that was good to see. So then I wanted to see if I could use the solar panel to charge my older power bank here. And the idea is that if there's anything weird about this power source, I'm mostly risking this device, and hopefully its input hardware is gonna, deal with it. So it's great to see that it at least seems to be working. So then I looked around, and luckily I had one more USB extension. It's probably a USB 1, but it doesn't matter, it's just for power. And the idea is that I don't want the sunlight to heat up the battery, and that's the nice thing about this approach. So when the clouds came out, it seems to be struggling, and it seems to know it's struggling. So there's something in there that I think is aware of that fact of the current problems. And at this point, I don't know if it's charging or even losing energy, but it is what it is. So at this point, I decided I wanted to let the energy I collected and just generally what was there already power back up this emergency radio because it was almost dead. So I was interested in seeing what full sunlight would do for this light thing here, and it doesn't look that different from when you plug it into a USB port. Maybe it's a little bit dimmer, but all in all, I'm impressed with that solar panel. Thanks for watching.